Incy-wincy spider. Wookie-ee worm. Frenny fly. Brawn beetle. Achy beaky roach.
Is a disaster. How on earth do we communicate without vowels?
It's worse than that, Inspector L. Elephant. I could not make out my wife's grocery list. She's gonna be mad when I get home.
Captain Boppo Bison, we've scoped out all of Nurseryville. There's not a vowel to be found.
What do we do?
How about Alice? She did a good job on the 3 blind mice case.
Oh, my! Her methods are very extreme.
We have no choice. Let's do it. Yes?
We need help.
All the vowels have gone missing.
Don't I know it? I can't read any of my emails. I will help, but under one condition.
What condition?
I get to decide the punishment for the perpetrator.
All right, permission granted.
That's where the disappearance started, and that's where the criminals must be. Inspector L. Elephant, it's game time. Who could have done this? Isn't it obvious?
But why did they do it?
You tell them, B.
We all decided it.
It was simply too much to bear. All we heard every day was A-E-I-O-U, A-E-I-O-U. It was as if the other letters didn't exist.
We didn't want the world questioning our existence.
Yeah, no one even uses me anymore.
We wanted to show the world that the rest of us letters are as important as the vowels.
But what you did was wrong. You must be punished. As we agreed, I will decide the punishment.
What punishment?
You must get together with the vowels again and sing the alphabet song as you march down Alphabet Street.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, N, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now we're singing our ABCs. Come on, everybody, sing with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, N, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Now we're singing our ABCs.
Come on, everybody, sing with me. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q, R, S, T, U, N, V, W, X, Y, Z. Now we're singing our ABCs. Come on, everybody, sing with me. Bum, 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 bum,
Once upon a time, there lived a very successful businessman named Mr. Bill King. He had a team of very intelligent horses and very crafty men that worked under him. Day in and day out, Mr. King's horses and Mr. King's men worked, building new inventions every day and making tons of money for Mr. King. One day, Mr. King made an announcement to the world. I have created a button that can undo anything. It's called the undo button. With this, just by pressing Ctrl and Z, I shall be able to undo anything, take back kingdoms, and even turn back time. The world was horrified. Mr. King had the power to undo everything and bring the world back to the Dark Ages.
Call Mr. Egbert Dumpty immediately. Yes, Mr. President. Mr. King has invented something terrible. We must think of a way to stop him.
Mr. Egbert thought for a while, and then he snapped his fingers.
Aha! I've got it! Mr. President, arrange for a public meeting between Mr. King and my son as soon as possible. But your son? Are you sure? Trust me, Mr. President.
Mr. Egbert and Mr. King met at the City Hall at noon the next day. Mr. Egbert's son, Humpty, stood with him, looking quite nervous. There were reporters and news channels and live bloggers noting every move that happened to move. Humpty was afraid to even pick his nose, even though he felt such a terrible itch inside. The whole city had gathered to watch, and everyone wanted a selfie with Mr. King and Mr. Egbert. The president sat at a distance, watching the proceedings quietly.
Mr. King, you claim to have invented a button that can undo everything.
Yes, indeed, Mr. Egbert.
If you fail to undo something I ask you to, will you give up the button?
Mr. King thought for a bit, because he never did anything without thinking.
Yes, indeed. But what if I do manage to undo what you ask me to? You shall become the new president!
Everyone gasped in horror and turned to look at the president. The president looked shocked, only for a moment, and then nodded, because he trusted Mr. Egbert.
That's settled then. Son, would you sit on that wall, please?
Everyone gasped once again. Eggs and walls do not get along well. But Humpty obediently walked to the wall and climbed up and sat on it, because he too trusted his father, Mr. Egbert. Humpty sat uncomfortably for a while, and then wobbled and wobbled some more, and finally lost control and fell down to the ground. He smashed into 100,000 pieces. Everyone gasped yet again. There seemed to be an astonishingly large number of gaspings going on that day.
Mr. King, I would like to see you undo this. Undo this!
Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again.
This is impossible! I give up! I shall stop the use of the undo button immediately! Everyone cheered this time, marking an end to all the gaspings that day. But what of Humpty? Humpty, son, put yourself back together again! Humpty moved his arms and, picking up the pieces, put himself back together again in no time. Everyone gathered there, clapped and cheered in delight once again. You see, nothing is impossible, but you have got to do it yourself.